Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat Shay, and you are watching Shay with the Hobbies. I know I'm a little later today than what I've been doing, but it's because yesterday I went swimming with my cousins. I was out, and stayed up a little bit later than I have been, so I was just like, okay, I need to sleep a little bit more. But good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is having a fantastic Monday morning so far. We got a few days left in the month, and so there's a lot of writing that I want to do over the next few days. So I'm already just ready to get into it and whatnot. So I already have our first question because I have not started thinking about my August goals, what I need to. So I'm curious, what are your August goals? Have you already started thinking about them and whatnot? Good morning, Venus. So good to see you. Like I'm not texting you right now. Good morning. I hope you're having a good day. Plus yesterday would have made my sister's 33rd birthday, so I was just like, I know that I've been doing self care Sunday, but I already had not scheduled to do a stream on her birthday because I didn't know how I was gonna feel and what I was gonna do and what might happen. So I wanted to make sure I took that time off. And I did. I had a really big day yesterday. I watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, and y'all, it was definitely made for millennials. My millennial heart was just loving it, from the soundtrack to the references to the people playing the characters in the show or in the movie. It was just really, really good. It was a bomb. And then I went with my cousins and had, Sunday supper with them and went swimming. And baby girl told me I was her bestest friend in the world. And that just made my Sunday. It was the best Sunday. So, and I was after winning a bunch of stickers and playing bingo till almost midnight at the library on Friday. Like, it was really a great weekend. It was really a good weekend. And so I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you are ready to get some work done and whatnot, because I know I definitely am. So if we start a sprint on the 5 and we go for 30 minutes, it'll be done at the 35. I'm glad I took care of myself as well. I'm definitely glad that I was like, let's be an adult about this. Handle what we can handle, do what we can deal with, go from there. Definitely glad. All right, y'all, 30 minutes on the clock. I'm definitely going to make my coffee during this one and just get my desk ready for the day and whatnot. So, in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all write them words. Alright. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments, and I'll let you know how I did too. Okay, yeah, so I got 127 words that time. I got way more than that, but I was also texting and doing other stuff, so but those don't count because it wasn't me writing. So, good morning, Monique. Hey, thanks for joining us. Hey, Nicole. Good morning. Monique says my August goal is to check out ways to publish my novel indie style, possibly through Ingram Spark. Okay. Um, and if you do end up like doing formatting and stuff, I know Becca C. Smith has a bunch of videos on how to like format your novel yourself and things like that on her channel. Yay! Sneak on in there, friends. Sneak on in here. Also, I never got my watermelon picture, so whenever you're ready. So I can put it up here on my bulletin board. Okay, my bulletin board. At the moment, I'm trying to avoid Facebook and Instagram, but old habits die hard. Yeah, I'm trying to stay off social media, honestly. I'm trying to stay away from it. I'm currently just writing out some ideas for my summer rom-com, a separate project. Building university from the ground up for a book is work. Man, who you telling? Who you telling? And I've done it multiple times. All the universities in my school and my books are all fake, so I build them all from the ground up. Now I will be honest. The only one that I put the most work into is the HBCU, because I put a whole bunch of historical stuff into it. But the other ones, no. I've made up a bunch of the history because I put historical stuff into the city and state, like how it is in most cities and states. Like here in Oklahoma, like Will Rogers is very important. So on most campuses, there's something for Will Rogers, or like or who else, or like the Helmrich people in Tulsa. Like each campus somewhere, whether OSU, Tulsa, OU, like everybody has something in almost all these universities. Like there's people like there's just people in Oklahoma that have buildings or things named after them on all the campuses, even if it's not the same type of building. So there are things like that that I'm keeping up with, like, because I stay in three main states. My books always either take place in Kansas, Oklahoma, or Texas. Now, they all take place in fictional cities in Kansas, Oklahoma, or Texas, but they're all based off of real cities in Kansas, Oklahoma, or Texas that I've lived in and know very, very well, so that I can like use real things around to like solidify that. So. Money says, I've been using Reezy to format my novel. It's been a big help. I printed out chapters of my manuscript at home, and it is gorgeous. Ooh, I love that for you. Because why is it homecoming? I realized I didn't establish a mascot. Temporarily forgot my real alma mater's mascot. Mine is Pistol Pete. I feel the same bizarre way regarding the family history for my summer rom-coms characters. Family histories are important. I remember working with one of my CPs, and we're talking about like names, and she was giving people names, but I was like, this is her mom's family, right? I was like, yeah, so her last name wouldn't be the same as her great aunt last name because her mom got married, right? So I just like, unless they choose to have him take this last name, which that happens, but you would need to like say something about that. So no, like there's a lot of things that comes along with familial things that you gotta be mindful of. So I totally get that. And then I gotta write stuff down along the way to remember what I named buildings. Yeah. This is why I love my setup in Trello, because I can just go in and just all the stuff is right there. It's so easy. I'll have to show it to you. Well, if you want to see it, you might not want to see it. You might not care. So there's that. And then I remember that George R. R. Martin created a whole history for the Targaryens in Fire and Blood, as well as the Starks are basically rest easy. This is very true. My campus at my school had 57 buildings, but most of my class were in one building the majority of my time. So let me see. We definitely have a lot of buildings. My classes, a good portion of my classes were in the business building, but I was a double major with a minor and an option, and both of those things took me out of that building quite often. So, yeah, no, I was in different buildings a lot. And I based a lot of my characters off me. And also, so my school here has a veterinarian school as well. Like my alma mater has a veterinarian school, and the HBCU, the HBCU that I chose or that I created has a law school and a medical school, so that that makes it a bigger school. And it's one of only like a few medical schools in the state and a few law schools in the state, which makes it super competitive. But it's the only black one in the state, period. And there are only a handful of black medical schools and law schools in the country. So another reason why it's super competitive, like things that I was thinking of. Family history is definitely important names and making sure to keep them all distinct. And the interesting thing, though, the hard part of making sure to keep them all distinct is families don't do that in reality. Like in reality, a lot of people's families do all where they start with the same name, or they can all or start with the same letter, or they're all based off of the same people, or like there's not a lot of families like that. Which I keep that kind of true in the way that I name people and set people in the world that I've done, but it's also why I keep my Trello where I got everybody's family's history and who's related to who and I just open that up when I'm like putting stuff together because again, like so um for my brothers and sisters, for the most part, their names go like D-A. And then there's me and one of my brothers, and my name starts with a K, and one of my brothers' name starts with a J. But outside of one of my brothers and me, all our names are pretty much like neutral. Like my oldest brother is DeAndre. That's not really neutral. And my name is Cache. That's not really neutral. But other than that, we got Devin, Andrea, Anthony, Derek. Right. Those are all pretty neutral names, right? But they all follow pretty much that same pattern. But like my oldest brother, all his daughters, all their names start with a D because his name starts with a D. So all his daughters' names start with a D. Like just stuff like that. Like I went to school with people whose all of their brothers and sisters' name starts with a J. Like and that's in that because people don't that's stuff that people think about. I went to school when I was homeschooled. I was homeschooled with this a family of sisters where their parents made sure all their initials were exactly the same. LCG. So all their names start with the L, all their middle names started with the C, and of course all their last names were great. Just things that people do, which is like crazy. True, because my mom's middle name is Maria, and her niece's first name is Maria, and my dad's family knows her as Maria, while her family knows her as Barbara. Right. Well, see, and that's the interesting thing is because, like, so in the house that I grew up in, with my brothers and sisters and whatnot, we never called my brother and sister by their first name. So in the house that I grew up in, I was the only kid in the house that got called by their first name or by Shay Shay. I got called Cache or Shay Shay. Everybody else got called by their middle name, partially because my grandmother did not like most of people's parents, and people's parents picked their first names, and I think my grandma picked mostly everybody's middle names. I'm pretty sure this is why. So everybody and mostly everybody's middle names either started with the M or had an M in it. I don't know why, because my grandma had no M's in her name at all. So I don't know why this is a thing. But like the only time you heard my brother or sister be called their actual name was in school, like by teachers. Like not even when they got in trouble was it like their name. Like, my grandma never did that. Never did that. And no one ever said my middle name. Like, it was a thing. Like, and you never said my middle name. You never said my middle name. It's really, really interesting. It's super interesting. My experience was so different. I went to campus that had different buildings for each grouping of classes. English had one building, the theater was another building. So when I was on a JUCO campus, so it was a 2-year school, but it still had dorms. It was kind of like that. There were only like 5 actual academic buildings, so like it was like humanities was in one building, math and sciences were in one building, business classes, tech classes were in one building. But then when I got to the 4-year university, it's way, way more spread out. Yes, most of my classes were in a building that was central to the main quad, and then my major building was right next door. Yeah, no, it didn't get like that till they built the new business building, and that wasn't until I was like leaving. And it's, oh my god, it's amazing. It's such a nice building. Maybe I'll go there and write one day and like do a like tour so y'all can see this building because it's crazy. And it's just there were 5011 barbers around when my mom moved here. I could believe that. I believe barber was a very popular name at one point. It was a very popular name at one point. This is also very common though, that like people's middle names become other people's first names, or first names become, or people's middle names become other people's first names, or vice versa, whatever, in family too. Like, names get carried over and carried forth, especially Black families. Like, so much so. Like, I have part of my grandmother's name. My niece has part of my name. My little brother's oldest daughter has part of my name. My little sister gave her first daughter, my niece that was just born, she gave my grandmother's first name as her middle name. Just like stuff like that. Like, those things are things that, like, are super common in naming. So names are just really, really interesting. And so that's why I'm very, like, honestly, before I did the buildings and stuff, I started working on families, and I named the complete families. Like, I came up with the parents' names, ages, birthdays, their story, and then I gave them kids and when they were born and their story and da da da. Because I was like, I really want to have this. Like, why are the twins named the way they're named? And then there are people who were just named what they were named, and it didn't have anything to do with family, and blah, blah, blah. Or the mom heard the name because, like, my actual first name is because of a perfume that my mom, it was a perfume named Cachet, a French perfume. My mom loved the way it was pronounced. But she wasn't gonna spell it the French way. She wasn't gonna do that, apparently. Right now, I'm looking up the bear because the main cast all work at a restaurant, and I want to name my main female character staff chefs. Yeah, but they're not in the bear though. They're not all like chefs. I don't know if you've seen. I've been watching it, so they're not all chefs. So you might want to watch like a chef show on like the Cooking Network, because like on the bear there's really only 2 people that are chefs. The rest are just people that work at like a fast food restaurant or like a bodega, if that kind of makes sense. So it'd be like if you went to Subway, or you went to go watch a show about Subway, to name your character. But also anybody could be a chef, so there's that as well. Like, anybody, as being in that anybody can, take the time to learn the skill and go to school. Not like anybody can be a chef, like anybody could do it, but like in that space. I'm only saying that because in the bear there are only 2 characters who went to culinary school to study to be chef, at least in the first season. Just to clarify, because I don't know if you watched the show, because you said you're looking at the bear. I've been trying to watch the bear, but it makes me mad because it reminds me of my former career in food service. Oh no, for sure. I have liked it. Again, I've watched it, so it's not really a restaurant. I mean, okay, well, whatever you say, I won't argue with you about it. I won't argue with you about it. I've been trying to watch the bear, but it makes me mad. Yeah. But I like Ayo's character. Oh yeah, no. Oh, and I love Ayo, how her character gives it to her. I love it because I was like, what is your problem? What is your problem? She almost made me stop watching too. I was like, you know what? Oh y'all, I can't. Is this what we gonna watch? Is this what we gonna watch? Is this what we gonna do? But I do like Ayo as an actress, and she plays April in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and she's a thick April. Like she's not a skinny girl. And again, I appreciate all these. And it looks like they gave her locks, because I don't know if they were trying to do locks or twists, but they look more like locks. Again, I say this was made for us millennials. It was not made for Gen Z. I don't care what they try to tell y'all. Because what? There's literally a Missy Elliott joke about her very first album in there. Like, legit had an older man I worked with was picking on me like, I've definitely had bosses like that at, like, when I worked in smaller. It's why I've never worked in actual fast food. Like, the closest I've come is working at Subway. And anyone who's worked at Subway knows that it is nothing like the rest of the fast food chain. So you are not getting the same experience. So yeah. Yeah. What time? Y'all see him? Did y'all hear him? Did y'all hear him? I see him. I see him. You following after him? I just feel like you should be a leader, not a follower, because he's definitely just not somebody you want to follow. You don't want to follow him, girl. Okay, so to answer the question, my August goals, I am sending out a story to beta readers. I'm actually going to message them today to find out if I can send it to them, because I've been working on it during the sprint, and I think that I can just send it out today when I send out this other draft to other people. When I send out this other draft of another story to my alpha readers and critique partners. But I would like to get ambition to the editor after I go through the beta reader's notes. I I would like to see if I could get a first draft of this middle grade done. Especially seeing that they don't need to be long. Like, middle grade, I can think of middle grade as a short story, and I think that I can handle that. And so I want to try that. I want to see if I can get one of those done. But I also have 6 short stories that I'm currently in the middle of. So I would like to get a first draft of the middle grade introduction story done. I would like to get ambition to the editor, and I would like to finish 3 short stories. Those are my August writing goals so far. Those are the ones I got off the top of my head. I worked late night services in college at one point, slinging fried foods. That Friday and Saturday jump crowd was something else so nice. Oh yeah, no, I couldn't do that in college. Mm-mm. I tried to work at the Subway late night that was like off the highway, and it was like a truck stop. When I was in college, I tried, and I think I did it for like 3 months. Couldn't do it no more. Mm-mm. Could not do it no more. Couldn't take it. Hold on. I changed it. All right, y'all. We're gonna do another 30 minutes. So if we started at the 56, What's that? The 26th. That sounds about right. Work at 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not me. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. All right, y'all. And 3, 2, 1. Y'all write them words. Let me know how you did in the comments, and I'll let you know how I did too. So I got 201 words that time. I'm starting to figure out my goals for August are. And also looking to see what my July goals were and just like how good I've done on them so far. Uh, Not really too big on a few truly, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. That's that. I got my second cup of coffee. I also ate some leftovers on that one as well, so that's good. So that's good. But I do need to draft my beta reader email. I do have my question for them to fill out afterwards, so I already have that. And then I realized I need to get today's blog post together, so I'll probably do that one on this next sprint as well. I'm trying to decide between doing or if I'm gonna do both. Because I didn't do a tweet, I should probably still do one today. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do one today, but I haven't decided. So, but I'm also like, as far as my stats, yeah, I'm still a few thousand short of where I want to be for this month. So I'm also like, maybe I'll do a longer writing stream today. I don't know. We'll see. What are y'all feeling? What are y'all thinking? What do I want to prove on in August that I slacked on in July? I slacked on writing in July. I can't really say I've slacked on reading because I finished a few books this month. I've done really good because of the summer reading challenge with the library. I've done really good. And these are the 4 books I checked out from the library. I'm gonna finish How Long Till Black Future Month because there's only three Jemison books I haven't finished, and one of them is her collection of short stories, which I need to finish because I need to talk about it for one of my videos. And then I've been talking about Black men writers and fantasy, and I've heard a lot about this book by Ron James by Michael. So I got that one as well. And then I've heard a lot about Octavia Butler, of course. So I got the Earthsea book 1 and 2. So yeah, I would like to finish these before the month is out. I mean, that's a lot of reading to do over the next 3 days. Do I think I can do it? Sure, but I also have a CP project to finish reading too. So, and that takes precedence over all this other stuff. So there's that. So yeah, we shall see. We shall see. But writing and YouTube videos is what I slacked on a lot, and I want to do better on. If I can get one video out before this month ends, that'd be great. And so I'm hoping that I can get my second quarter wrap up of what all I read from May to June, or from April to June out. Because I think the last time I did a wrap up was March. So yeah, that's what I want to do. All right, y'all, let's get one more spread in. All right, y'all. In 3, 2, 1, y'all write the words. All right. How did everybody do? Let me know how you did in the comments, and I'll let you know how I did too. All right. So far for the day, I have 473 words or 74 words, which is not a lot, but it was, mainly working on my goals and doing some getting my email to the beta readers written and whatnot. So it wasn't a lot of fiction being done just yet. So it makes sense for right now. But I definitely think I'm gonna keep going. I might go to the library and get some more writing done. So my favorite book this month so far is probably a tie between The Girl in the Lake and Blood at the Root. But I think it's because like they both were really good stories to me. I like both of them. They both made me laugh at different points. They both made me cry at different points. And I like them for what they were. I'm not the target audience for either book, because one's a YA, one's a middle grade. But I read them and I enjoyed them. I thoroughly enjoyed. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. That's that coffee. I thoroughly enjoyed both of them, and I would read more from both authors. I'm currently reading another India Hill Brown book. This one is called The Forgotten Girl. I'm currently in the middle of that one, and I think she has a YA that I'm going to check out. And then when Ladarian puts out book 2 for the Blood at the Root trilogy, I'm definitely gonna check that out as well. I am enjoying it. Like I've said plenty of times, I love Malik Down. Me and Vina did a live discussing Blood at the Root last week. It is on her channel, on her YouTube channel. It was really, really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you have a chance, go catch that replay. Um, and definitely go give that audiobook a listen. Give that audiobook a listen. It's sitting right here on my desk, so I can pull it up. But go give that audiobook a listen. It's definitely a good one. But yeah, okay, so y'all, I got my morning writing in. I think I'm gonna continue to do some writing offline. I'm probably gonna shoot a video before I head to the library. But I do want to thank y'all so much for giving me some of your time today. I thank you guys if you are watching on the replay for hanging out with me and getting some stuff done. I am trying to keep the momentum going into August. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stream on here tomorrow as well. Like I don't want July to be my least prolific writing month this year, and right now it currently is. So I want to put in some work over the next couple of days to make sure that doesn't happen. So if you're down to join me, I will catch you here tomorrow. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.